Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're checking out Thoughtless. The game's not out yet. This is a demo. Another day. The same as yesterday. The same as tomorrow. I start my morning with a bowl of cereal. If I'm not mistaken, it should be the 132nd bowl. I count them like that. Time becomes a feeble concept when every day is alike. It really is the 132nd, and that's how many days have passed since they've arrived. It's how many days have passed since my heart was broken. I start up my PC. The same rusty fans greet me as the looming Windows logo stares back at me like a distorted emblem from hell. These walls have seen better days, but they'd not be able to tell you, because walls don't talk like that. They, much like me, have trouble distinguishing the next day from the last. Would anyone call this living? One would have to wonder if keeping this up for so long is even worth it. Me. I'm the one wondering. It's me. Because I'm the one left thinking about the meaning of this shell of a life. This never-ending cycle of worthless tasks I turn my PC on for is the only thing I have left. Sounds like you need to go out and do some more stuff or something. I don't know. What else could I be doing? Go to work? Good luck asking the Thoughtless. Alright. Please, Mr. Alien, I'd love to continue feeding my capitalist masters, and you're making it a hustle. I'm sorry, I love that. I love the sass. Oh, so there's not much else for me to do aside from counting my daily bowls of cereal like lines on a prison cell wall. And even that count doesn't matter. I have no one to share it with. Oh, no internet? Yeah, they let you have your PC but no internet? That sucks. But I'm sure I would be monologuing inside my own head like some kind of crazy person. I could ask the internet. I'm sure they have nothing better to talk about. Yeah, dude, it's like COVID, man. It's like if everyone's stuck at home, make friends online. Why not, right? Like, I don't know, the end of the world. I'm gonna open up Zitted. It's always good to know what's happening around you. I'm definitely not going to get stuck in a doom scroll or get mad at people on the internet from going to this website. That's definitely not going to happen. Robberies. Massacres. The White House is on fire again. Yeah, nothing new. I move on to Mewtwo. Content's pretty much all the same. These days it's all just like live speak. The same as Let It. An infogram. I'm sorry. I don't know why infogram got me, but infogram got me. And any other social network. Ironically enough, LiveSpeak itself has become a hub for safer videos. I remember seeing a cute cat video while browsing it the other day. The whole internet's been like that since that day. I still remember it vividly. Did you see the news? What? Did the president fumble again? No, it's worse. Much worse. Hello, what are you talking about? Just turn on the damn news. She was right. It was worse. I could see it in their expressions. Every one of them was scared. Mortified. We'd forgotten the fear of the unknown, and now it was knocking at our door. It'll be okay, Hif. We'll make it. Somehow. I open WhatsApp. Still blocked. Matanger? Nope. Infogram it is, again. It's become a right of mine. Much like a prayer, I never expect any answer. Are you okay? I quickly close it. I don't want to see it being left unread again. 131 of them have been enough. Better to leave it be, hoping that someday the seed of doubt I've planted will grow. But while I wait for that, I have much more pressing issues at hand. The seed of doubt you planted? Are you messaging her just so she'll... Weren't you just talking to her? Is this all in your head? Wait, one sec. History. You were just talking to her, right? We'll make it some... Yeah. Oh, that was on the day of. He was flashbacking. I'm stupid. Alright. And I think I'm hipper. Yeah. While I wait for that, I have much more pressing issues at hand. Video games have become even more popular these days. Ever since their arrival, we've changed. We wish for a purpose, a sense of community. Video games offered all of that, while doubling as a reliable source of dopamine. We've tricked our own brains into not thinking, into forgetting that there might be no tomorrow. I start grinding my dailies. No one else will be collecting the polls for me. Oh, you're doing a gacha game? Come on, bro. Like, just because you're stuck at home all day doesn't mean you gotta do that, man. Those things are so bad for your brain, man. I know, like, you kind of don't care, but it is so bad for your brain. It's literally just gambling. But you don't even get any money. You get a character that's going to be good for like a month until the next one comes out. Come on, my guy. That's what I've been living for these past 131 days. No offense to gacha players out there, but I stand by that statement. Trying to drop another SSR. Hoping for another rush of motivation. Easy motivation, one I would not have to suffer for. There's enough suffering in the world already. That's not my gaming buddies. I jump up from my chair, fidgeting with my phone. Could it be her? I wasn't expecting any more. I've waited for this moment for so long that it doesn't feel real anymore. I open Infogram. I'm doing fine. What about you? What should I tell her? I have so many things to share, I can't wrap my head around anything specific. Nothing much. In my 132nd bowl of cereal right now, I've been counting, as always. I'm such an idiot. She doesn't want to know about my 132nd bowl of cereal. I'm glad you haven't changed. How long do you think you'll last like that? Ooh! Enough. Enough. For what? She may be right. What's my goal now? Do I live just to survive? I haven't thought of anything else since she's left me. I haven't thought, period, since she's left me. Maybe I just crave that dopamine. Those worthless tasks. Maybe that's all there is to my life. Enough to see you. I should just learn to shut up. Better be prepared to wait a lot then. Are you okay there? Do you need anything? Oh, or do you need anything? Yeah, no, it's okay. I miss you. Those are the words I've waited to hear for 132 days, 132 bowls of cereal. And yet, now they're just bittersweet. Painful reminder of what has been. We can take it all back. We can make it work. If you just trust me. Again. Ife. Dots. Huh. Did she just block me again? Ife, what? What's going on? Ooh, alright. So I was told this game has like a personality aspect to it. Like they made the questions with the intention of seeing your personality. I'm interested to see if they did it well or not. I mean, look, she just said she just said my name and just stopped. In the actual situation, I'd be like, hey, what's going on, right? I'm not just gonna stop when we're mid-conversation just because things got a little rough. I don't know what I need to investigate means. Is that because, like, I'm worried that says she blocked me again? If I'm worried that I'm not understanding this option, like what it means. That's like, hey, I continue conversation, right? Is investigate, like, am I asking her questions? Am I looking into where she's at because I'm worried about her? Because she stopped messaging after we were having suddenly after having a conversation? Am I, like, worried about her safety? Like, what's the context of investigating? And what's the context of writing to her? I guess investigate? Something must have happened. Because that last message is weird. I mean, yeah, that's kind of, yeah, that's towards my thought process of, like, if she was messaging, stop messaging, and we got all this stuff going on in the world, I just want to make sure she's good, you know? I don't really care past that. It's almost like she was interrupted. What was she saying? Sorry, I'm drinking from my coffee thermos. This world is not safe anymore. Anything could have happened. I need to check before it's too late. Before she can't finish that sentence. I don't think I'd be able to go on otherwise. But do I want that? Do I want to know? Guilt starts creeping onto me. I'll do anything to stop it. Some sort of survival instinct. How ironic, we've been far away for so long, and yet my life still depends on her. On her words. On whatever she's hiding behind that broken smile of hers. A faint image crosses my mind, floating like a mirage. It's from the past. Maybe that's where the key's hidden. The key for what she was about to say. Laura, what is your painful truth? For the first time, I feel like I found a purpose. I want understanding. Closure. I want to know the truth. And I feel like that choice has had an impact on me. I feel more resolute. Absolutist 1. Maybe it's these decisions that will guide me towards finding a purpose. But before that, I need to find Laura. There's no way I can do anything else. Not after seeing that message. I miss you. I turn off my PC one last time. Not hearing the fans anymore is a balm for my soul. Maybe I'm healing after all. I stand up from my rusty chair and start making a mess inside my drawer. For the first time in a month, I'm breaking its peace. Maybe for the last time. World out there is not for the weak. But I have nothing to lose. I find the last decent clothes I have and I put them on. The perfume reminds me of the one who gifted them to me. Maybe I'll finally be able to give them back. I put my gamer throne back in place and move towards the exit, saying farewell to my pile of rations. For the first time in a while, this day won't be the same as yesterday. For the first time, I don't know how tomorrow will look like. And for once, I'm sure these damn walls will remember the date. I open the door, and what I see outside is exactly what I expect. So, Hiff, do you like it? It's fine. Maybe a bit fancy, at least for me. Oh, come on, I can't let you come to your surprise birthday party looking like a bum. Not much of a surprise now, is it? Always looking at the details. Come on, smile a bit. This one's going to my phone wallpaper, so you have big shoes to fill. Why do you hate that poor phone so much? I'm so sorry for whoever's opening it. Hey, If. I love you. Huh? Huh? And got it. That's how a real smile looks like. Oh, come on, don't play with people's feelings like that. Dots. Hey, Laura. I love you too. Chapter 1. A candle. Somewhere else. Someone else. Okay, so we're a different person now, I think. I grasp with the candle in my hand, as if it's the only thing keeping me alive. To the point that I feel like the knife in my left arm is useless. I fear humans. Violence. Hate. But I can understand all of it. What I can't understand is those creatures. The creatures that occupy every inch of this city. I see them everywhere, at every corner. No road seems safe from their presence. Like they are the ones in charge. Their presence. Those eyes. It's a reminder that they've already won. That this is their playground. And that we are their toys. Whoa. Dots. I see them. And what's worse is that they see me. The Thoughtless are always out there, looking. They're not of this world. Even this candle, it's not enough. It's not a silver bullet. They don't fear it. They can't feel fear. At most, we can just keep them at bay. That's the whole extent of our powers. That's the only hope we have left. I was normal once. Had friends, a family. Not anymore. It's all their fault. I advance, one foot after the other, and wake up this desolated city. It was once called Las Menas. It was one of the biggest cities in America. And now it's the same as everywhere else. A grave for both rats and humans. They're everywhere, and we have no choice but to crawl silently in our houses, wishing only to survive another day. I take a quick glance at the candle I'm holding. Within it is hope. I've been entrusted with carrying it to the outside world, so I can bring it back to the closed-off district. That's why I keep moving. That's why I keep moving, despite my fears. Caesar. Lily, do you know why I called here for you? Caesar was standing behind his desk, looking out of the wide windows in his office. They were clean, much like everything else in his cabinet. That was a rare sight. At the time I wondered what he might have been looking at. Now I think I might know. Caesar was looking at the outside world. He was able to build the district, this closed-off heaven, a place for us survivors to find peace. Now that he had achieved his goal, he wanted to aim even higher, to rebuild the world from the ground up. No, Counselor, please, tell me. That was the name of the other girl, right? Was Lily? No, it was Laura, wasn't it? I'm just confirming we're not... Yeah, it's Laura, okay. I'm just confirming no crossover here. No, Counselor, please tell me. I cannot help showing him my utmost respect. Everyone in the district would have done the same. It was a great honor to be called by the counselor himself. Do you remember that day? It was a shame for me to admit it, but I had no recollection of what happened. Almost like my brain really just wanted to block it all off. Desperately trying to forget. No, sir, I suffer from amnesia. Precisely why I called for you and nobody else. You see, the world out there, it's corrupt. It needs people like you. Uncontaminated. Free. And who am I to ignore the will of the world? I am but a man. But you're our precious counselor, sir. It is you who gives meaning to that name, isn't it? If you value it so much, I may have something I need your help with. It'd be my honor, sir. I cried, head hanging low and fist clenched. It's thanks to him that I have a meaning. It's thanks to him that I can show this candle to the world. Hope. That's what I live for. The city appears completely desolate. The landscape is only partly tainted by sounds of madness. Shouts lift up from above the fires that still keep burning along the road. The sky's gray, almost as if it was trying to partake in the end of the world. After a few other miles, I sit down. The weight of my backpack starting to take its toll on me. Within are enough supplies to last for weeks, and a varied set of instruments for my every need. So I look around me, trying to catch any sign of life. I get a glimpse of a man looking at me from the window of the house I'm sitting in front of. But soon after he closes the curtains, he fears me. I get it. Anybody would feel the same in such a world. Take out a few pieces of bread and compose what resembles a sandwich. Sandwich. It should last me for a few hours at least. The thought of saving that man doesn't leave my mind for a second while I munch on it. Isn't it egotistical to be keeping this candle for myself? Shouldn't I be the one guiding him outside? Isn't that the whole purpose of my mission? I stand up, having made up my mind. I raise my hands to show I'm unarmed while I walk towards the house. Many thoughts race through my mind, but my main emotion is still fear. With the corner of my eye, I get a glimpse of another one of them. They spy on me with their morbid curiosity. Do they think that this is all a joke? That anger in mind, I knock at the door. Once, twice, thrice. No answer. I guess I should have expected it. I turn around and start to leave when a man jumps me. I try to escape, but it's too late. I lose my grip on the candle, falls on the guard in front of the house. The smell starts to spread, and then the smoke. A gunshot. This is the end for me. In the last minutes, the only thing I can think of is just one question. If hope is the last to die, what about everyone else? 15 minutes before the gunshot. City's as bleak as the internet painted it. The feeling is that of a ghost city. I'd not be surprised to see a few tumbleweeds passing by. Laura's house is a few blocks from here, but even these can be deadly, seeing how far down the drain the world has gone. Oh no, I'm the other guy. I'm the guy that shot. Oh no. Oh no. Why? I just said I wanted to investigate. Why has it gotta go so far so fast? Huh? Laura's house is a few blocks from here, but even these can be deadly, seeing how far down the drain the world's gone. I check my smartphone for any news close by. saw a man beat up a stray dog in front of my house in Las Vegas. Low-key scared the fuck out of me. Four houses down on the west block fell down. Smell come from it's bad. Really fucking bad. Anybody see the new Gumball episode? They fell off for real. I guess some people have their priorities straight. I put my phone back in my pocket and I start walking towards Laura's block. Her zone's been known as the Fortress lately. It's the safest part of town, mostly because it's very close to the newly built energy plant. I should probably worry for me more than her, but I can't shake the feeling that something is wrong with how that conversation ended. I look at my sides, making sure no one's there. It's a tough ask, though. Especially with these things walking around. One of them stops close to me. Its sole eye analyzes me. Or at least that's what it seems to be doing. As we've come to know, they're never alone. If one of them smells you, all of them do. I wonder if they share conscience, or if they also use social media. I keep walking despite the company. My hands tremble. A drop of sweat shows up on my forehead, but I know they can't do anything. They cannot hurt me. I have nothing to lose. I would still prefer not having to be followed like that, though. As a few more join our merry group. They do not move in a peculiar way. Nothing besides their looks is out of place. Step after step, they walk just like us. They do not feed. Not on food, anyway. And they do not seem to possess a will or desires. They only look. That's why we started calling them Thoughtless. Acute online observers knows they do not react to any non-human stimuli. Animals do not interest them, nor do objects. They do not leave cities, they do not do anything, really, besides walking around and watching us. But society fears them nonetheless. It's because of their only power. Sometimes I think of why they have that power. What did they do before coming to Earth? How did they spend their days? They do not speak, and they do not answer. So I do not ask. I just walk, hoping they leave me alone or maybe get tired. But my hopes are in vain. What do I do with them? So that's the tricky part, right? Because I don't know what's their one ability, because that kind of changes things, you know? Like, this guy knows their one ability, I don't, but I'm having to make the choice. For a personality test thing, not give me all the info. So, try to escape, analyze them, hit them, keep walking. I mean, I feel like I kind of want more info, but they made it sound like the one thing they can do is really bad. If I'm walking and they're not doing anything other than just following me, I'll just keep walking and it's probably fine. They have nothing on me. Nor do I have to care about their presence. I can just ignore it all and keep moving. Like I always do. It's a way of escaping from problems, probably. But it's stronger than that. I refuse to confront it. It's a position in of itself. A noble one, I think. Why bother with dealing problems that do not have nor need solutions? Well, the aliens are here. What am I supposed to do with it? Will anything I do here impact the fate of the world? Will anything I do here change the presence of the Thoughtless? I think it's all pointless. I can just keep walking. One step at a time. This is my kind of road. I hear a sound coming from a few houses down. So, I'd say that reaction makes sense. Or it's like, I mean, it's aliens, man. What are you gonna do? Obviously, like, if there was a way to do something about it, we would have figured it out by now, probably. But, like, I also don't know what their one thing is. If I knew what the one thing they could do is, I'd be a little different about it. But if it's just, like, ominous danger, but they're not hurting you while you're doing what you're doing right now, then the answer's keep doing what you're doing. You got other stuff to worry about. You're worried about your girl. You're trying to find her. You're trying to make sure she's safe. If they're following you, but they're not hurting you, you just need to keep doing what you're doing because it's working, you know? Sometimes you don't... Sometimes the answer to a problem is to just not treat it like a problem, you know? I hear a sound from a few houses down. Huh? Is that someone knocking? I know it might be dangerous, but it piques my curiosity. Once again, I think about how I have nothing to lose. I know for a fact it's not Laura's zone, it's still pretty far ahead. Whatever's going on here might have to do with what happened to her. I sneak towards the sound. On the other side of the road, a young girl's trying to get someone to leave the house. For a second I thought it might be a Girl Scout trying to sell her cookies. Then I look around and remember where I am. What's going on then? Do they know each other? The girl's wearing what looks like an incredibly heavy backpack. Is she trying to survive on the road? Or are they trying to move places? Why would she need to knock, though? In her hand, she holds a candle. I don't understand that either. The sun's still bright outside, and I doubt she needs it for lighting. Are they cave explorers? Peculiar hobby to practice at the end of the world. I guess a good time to die is any, though. Just like, you know, are the risky hobbies really that risky anymore when the alternative is apocalypse? When you think about like that's what a mindset. Yes, they're still risky. Once you're gone, it's done. Things are hard right now, but like you can still like live. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but you can. Yeah. Suddenly, something in the window catches my eye. Metal. Metal is reflecting the sun from behind the window. Is that a shotgun? The girl's starting to leave while behind her the door's opening. Already left my position running towards her. I see the gun pointing at her and jump towards the girl to try and save her. We are lucky today. I stop hearing for a bit, but both of us seem unharmed. My eyes quickly glance at the man holding the gun, but the door's already been closed. Was it fear? Did he repent when he saw us as just other weak and fragile humans? I couldn't know. But a series of smells assault my nose now that the adrenaline has made its effect. One was... rotten eggs? No. Did you know the smell of a dead body is similar to that of expired food? Well, I didn't. Sitter always comes to help me in my times of need. I don't know about that one. But even they couldn't explain why such a strong smell came from behind that door. Bodies? Were we the only lucky ones to survive that gun? I'm not sure if I want to know. The other smell's clearer. The smell of grass burning. Candles laying on the ground in the midst of the small front garden. Fire's making quick work of it. I'm still stunned by the situation, but I try to regain my composure as fast as I can. The girl I've just saved isn't conscious anymore, and I don't know how to stop a fire. We're getting the girl away from here. I don't care about the guy. He just tried to kill her, you know? Like, I'm not gonna say, like, how do I put it? I'm not gonna say that, like, you shouldn't be scared of people just randomly coming up to your house in a world like that, but, like, also, she was clearly walking away before you decided to fire. She wasn't doing anything. This fire only happened because you tried to shoot her. So I don't really care if your house is on fire. I don't care how big the fire gets, to be honest, at this point. We're just gonna take the girl and we're gonna get out of here. She's innocent here. I look at the house in front of me. Even though he tried to kill us, I feel a bit of sympathy. Him, much like the other people around here, will probably be left to die. Burned alive. Those corpses that fill this house will find peace. At the same time, many more will have to follow suit. I can't save them. Nor am I sure I should. I wonder if such a death is better than living a life segregated in their houses. There's only one person I can save for sure, the one that is now in front of me. Yeah, I mean, look, it could spread to the rest of the neighborhood, but I don't even know who's still in their houses, to be honest. I don't know who's even still alive to be in their houses. I don't know why that guy had the rotten egg smell coming out of his house. I don't know any of it. All I know is that this girl almost got shot and you need to get her out of here, you know? The rest is like maybes. I don't even know who's alive in this scenario. I don't know. I don't understand the depth of our apocalypse situation. I feel like I'm running off of broken info here, to be honest. Like, if I knew every one of these houses was populated for sure, stopping the fire might be a little higher priority. But also, what am I going to do? Just grab his garden hose and hope I get in time? You know? Like, it sounds like it just, you know? The one I just saved from certain death. Grab her backpack and put it on. Then I lift the girl up. Feel a bit surprised with how she feels much lighter than the rock she was carrying on her shoulders. Having pushed the thought away, I walk. Away from there. Away from whatever just happened. There's no longer a world for the weak. Yeah? It's a shame when that happens. Huh? Where am I? My head, it feels fuzzy. Welcome back to the world of the living. What? Who's this man? What does he want from me? Nothing much. I just saved your life. I figured I'd at least greet you. Not often you see people knocking doors these days. What? Did I just talk? I don't trust this guy. He seems dangerous. And he smells, too. That's not nice to say, you know. Again? What's going on? Girl jumps up from her place as if she quickly regained all her energies. Cute and energetic. Might just be my type. That's a child! At least, I assume it is. I don't know. They've said girl. At what point... I actually saw... This is off topic, but I saw a video the other day. It was like, at what point do you start calling a girl a woman? And I'm like, oh god. And it was like... I think it was like Smosh or something. They were like having a talk about like... When you're talking about your like significant other, you're like my girl or my woman, you know? And I'm like... This is a weird verbiage argument. I don't know how. I guess what I'm getting to is if she's a girl, like little girl, that's creepy. But maybe that's not what this is. I don't know. I knew it. You are dangerous. She backs up, putting her hands up to her chest. As if there was much to hide, lol. That's just plain rude. Not like I want compliments from any random dude on the street. If he were Caesar, that'd be a different story. And who's that? Can you stop reading my mind? You're very much doing the same to me. I'd be in jail if I said some of those things out loud. Well, if the justice system was still working. Did it ever? Fair point. So what's going on? Do you not know? It's them. Oh god. So that's why they're afraid of them, is because they share their thoughts to everybody. Which... That means people are just afraid of everyone else on the street then. The world collapsed because the politicians and the liars couldn't lie anymore. These guys are great. I like these guys. I'm all for it. Everyone just sees each other's intentions and just has to deal now. Oh, that's so good. Calm down, they can't do anything to hurt you. They can only do this. Where were you when, you know? When what? When the world went to shit, I mean. Oh, She sits back again after having calmed down. Judging from her thoughts, the aliens still made her nervous, but my calmness assured her they couldn't harm her. I have amnesia. I don't remember anything about these things. Or why the world is the way it is. Honestly, I don't even remember anything before this. That's not too bad. Maybe it's easier this way. Maybe I have a chance while she's still single. Bro! Chill! What's wrong with you? You went to go see your girl. First other one you meet, you just start hitting on. What's wrong with you? Bro! I'm leaving, I swear. Not my fault. And I'm not single. There's someone. Caesar? Not any of your business. Oh, a so-called situationship. Yeah, I read about those on Zitter. Oh my god, I'm slowly not liking this guy more and more. He's got internet brain. Like, I have some internet brain, that guy's got internet brain. You know what I'm saying? Middle people discussing the homicides in their neighborhood and what's the most popular anime of the season. So that's why you smell. And I'm the mean one here? Yeah, no shit. I mean, you could have showered before you left. You're going to see your girl and you didn't even shower? Like, come on, guy. Like, I'm sure you'll stink a little bit when you get there if you're having to walk, like, across the neighborhood or whatever in the heat of the day or whatever, but, like, still. Come on, man. Not doing yourself favors. Anyway, this is getting annoying. I can make them go away. You can? Did you get the Nobel Prize already? Not my invention, and it's only temporary. But it can help with this thing. She opens her backpack and starts throwing stuff out like Mary Poppins' purse. Eventually, she finds what she was searching for. Another candle. I think of a fire. Wonder how many died. A sharp pain hits my chest. I feel guilty. It's interesting that the internet is still working. Thinking about that, like I've thought about that a few times, but the fact that like everyone could just be at home and on their Wi-Fi, crazy. Like the world broke down, but the people running the internet are like, yeah, we'll keep this going because I don't want to lose it either. So that's how it went. That whole block, it's in a bad state. It's not your fault. It's mine. I don't think so. I was the one to push you away. Just like I did with Laura. It's all my fault. Yeah, and you saved my life. Are you saying I should have died? I guess. Thanks. The girl finally turns the candle on. The constant mind reading was getting tiring. The Thoughtless start to move away. I don't understand exactly what they hate in those candles, but it seems to work pretty well. All that information... Man, my brain hurts. What are those made with? Caesar tried to explain it to me, but I turned off after hearing deoxyribose. For now, you can think of it as a sort of garlic for vampires. Vampires being the Thoughtless. Yeah, I figured. I kind of want to Google deoxyribose. I want to do that. Okay, so it's like the deoxyribose in DNA. It's part of DNA. They're burning some type of sugar that's found in our DNA. Interesting. So what's your name? You first. You know too much already. Hiffer. Nice to meet you. Lily. And thanks for saving me there. You're welcome. Chapter 2. Requiem. Hiffer's exploring the ways of the world, Absolutist 1. Hiffer wants to see a change in the world, Isolationist 1. Hiffer moves forward freely, Nihilist 1. Alright. So who's Laura? It's my ex. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Actually, I'm out here because of her. Honestly, I'm worried. Afraid she might have been shot by the same guy? No, she's not very close. She lives in the fortress. What's that? Do you live under a rock? Take out my phone and open Google Maps. I'm sorry, you can't give me this serious story and then give me Google Maps. Couldn't even, like, it's still a mapping tool. You didn't need to change the map. Google Maps! The fortress, You misspelled it. Whatever. I show her the pictures. It's a part of the city that's very close to the energy plant. They finished building it like a year ago, and it's massive. You know, that's pretty funny, like... For there to be pictures, doesn't that mean the Google car is still driving around? That's wild. It's the whole reason we still have free electricity and our internet works fine. The place has top-level defensive systems and it sustains itself, which is why the fortress is so safe. If it's so safe, why are you afraid for her? Since we broke up, she hasn't been answering me. Ouch. Yeah, right? Then suddenly today she answers, and then she stops again. I think something's going on. You consider that maybe she just doesn't want to talk to you? You don't get it. You haven't met her, you don't know shit. Dude. No need to get so heated about it, I was just suggesting. Keep it to yourself. Oh, man. Heifer. Bro. You need to chill out. Like... I'm sorry, but like, the fact that you're like... You're going to check on your girlfriend. You immediately start being like, ooh, look at this other girl. And then you get mad at her for saying, hey, you ever thought that maybe she's just not interested? Maybe? You know? And it's like, maybe she's not. I'm not saying you shouldn't go check on her, but like, you need to be accepting that that could be the case. You know? Feel a bit ashamed of my answers there, but I also can't let her understand it, so I try to look elsewhere. What should I tell her? So... We could... I'm leaning towards either telling her about Laura or asking about her situation. She kind of already talked about her some. I'll just, you know, I'll keep it going. I don't want to pry into her stuff. I can share mine. Sorry for talking to you like that there. It's okay. You still want to talk about it? It's not much to say. We were really close once. I met her at university. She was a friend of a friend. We hit it off pretty soon. Honestly, it was mostly her. Later on, she said she saw a spark in me. Something she couldn't see elsewhere. But I have no idea what she meant. Painted my hair green at that time. Maybe she meant that? Are you an alternative guy, or...? Nah, I just drunk one time too many. So what happened if she was the one being interested? Did you cheat? I'd see you doing that. Fair. I'm just a computer freak. You think I have the guts to do that? Oh, so you're not saying you have an issue with cheating, just that you don't have the guts to do it. Bro. Would you done it if you did? No, I don't think so. Okay. With that conviction, I see why she left you. Leave me alone, damn it. No, it was the Thoughtless. They told you too much, I think. Did that happen often at the time? Pretty often, yeah. But I still think about it. Should I have done something different? Maybe I should have tried more. Anyway, we better move. She might be in danger right now. You know, she's probably not. Doesn't matter. Stand up. Dust falls off from my back, as if it was what remains of my regrets. They will all return to the ground. But I will keep walking. Do you still love her? God knows. I leave. Lily follows me soon after. Dots. More dots. Even more dots. Alright, that's too many dots, man. Come on. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. How about now? No. Are we there yet? No! Oh, she's doing it. I love that. Are you a kid? Kinda. Actually, what's your age? 19. Oh. Feel old yet? A bit. So are we there yet? Do you have no patience? I would if you said anything at all. We talked plenty up there. And I'm bored down here. I like this girl. She's great. Dots. Did you live all alone till now? Yeah, you get used to the silence. Can a person even survive like that for so long? I did fine. I had some calls with online friends, though. How's your relationship with them? It depends. I don't know almost anything about most of them. I trust some of them, though. Their net's actually not that far from the Thoughtless, now that I think about it. People have less trouble showing their true self there. I remember once I was talking to one of my gaming buddies. His parents were robbed and left pretty hurt. It was, I don't know, a month after the invasion? And he just wrote, "Not feeling too good, guys," when we invite him to a match. It's usually the one with the quick jokes and all that. I wrote to him and he told me about his parents. He stopped being as active since then, but I remember the tone of his messages. He was glad he had someone just to tell his pain to. Yeah, online relationships can be just like real ones. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's just people on the internet, man. It's like, well, no, there's still people. I mean, it's harder in certain ways. You can't see their face to see what they're thinking. It's harder to tell things like tone over you're only going off the tone you can hear. You can't like see social cues, but it's still like it matters. It's still you're talking to other people, you know. And I think the only reason a lot of people have so much trouble with it is because people have the option to hide things even when they don't want to. But I think that's also why a lot of people have it easier with it. Like, I had social anxiety for a long time. I still do a little bit, but like being able to just talk to your friends and not have to worry about anything does a lot. Or even talk to strangers and have it just be like, I'll probably never see this guy again, or just, I don't know, or like, hey, I can be nervous, but they can't tell as long as I keep my voice steady. You know, there's so many like things that can help people reintegrate, I guess, you know, or just be together. Like, I met one of my best friends. We a lot of them we all met on the internet. Just back in the day, I was in like high school or college. We were doing like Overwatch and stuff, and now we do Rivals and stuff. They still do Overwatch sometimes. I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into all that. But my point is like, it's just like any other hangout. You know, it's a third location people can just, or a third space, I think is what people call it. But it's a place where people can just hang out and be themselves. It's pretty bad out here. Yeah, that's why I envy you a bit. You didn't have to live through the pain in real time. You just have to live with the consequences. Life in the district isn't so easy either, you know? We get all the usual human problems even without the Thoughtless. Still better than not being able to leave the house, though. What do you do before all this? I was in computer engineering. Did front desk for a while, then moved to back end. I have no idea what back end means, but it sounds cool. It's dreadful. Did you not choose it yourself? Yeah, I think I just didn't have anything else. What about you? I think I would have liked to go into arts. Wanted to be a painter? Comic artist, actually. Yeah! Lily's my favorite character so far. Out of the two characters that I've gotten to hear speak, definitely like Lily more. Isn't that the same? Depends on who you ask. The bigwigs at art galleries don't agree. Didn't, I guess. This is a world with no painters now. You might just be the voice for the future. I can try. These are like some of my drawings. District doesn't seem too bad. So I want to make it thrive. Will you come with me after you're done? I don't think I have a place in society anymore. I just have the internet, I guess. Take out my phone. It's almost like an automatic reaction. My phone's my biggest shield. Woodview, hey man, are you okay? It's been a bit since you wrote anything. Yeah, I'm just busy with a thing. Oh, I'm glad. The group has been in a bad state since Vlad. Poor soul. I know, right? Stay safe, if... Don't leave your house. It's dangerous out there. I react with a thumbs up to let him know that I'm okay, even though I'm actually doing the exact opposite of what he told me to do. I'm glad someone still cares for my continued existence. But I can't just stay indoors all my life. GriffithHeart.gif. Thanks, man. What does the OO stand for? Can you please not read my chats? Told you someone would care. Ultimate weapon. Pretty modest, isn't it? Why not the King of Kings? It has a meaning. Leave me alone. Yeah, sure, Mr. Ultimate Weapon. Can you please not? Is Heifer their gamer tag? Is that, like, not their actual name? I just realized, like, if we look at... What was their name on the thing? Heiferos Ultimate Weapon. So, like, that's probably a ref... Yeah, so, like, that's why the name seems unusual, maybe? Is that's not actually their real-life name? They just prefer to be called that? Or I guess I shouldn't say their real-life name. Their legal name. You know what I mean. If you choose that to be your name, then that's your name, I guess. But, like... You know. Y'all get what I mean. Suddenly in front of us appears a man. I haven't seen one in a long time. First reaction is to turn back and hide ourselves, but we're not noticed. The man is intent on doing something, completely absorbed in his craft. Is he drawing? Color me surprised. Got it? See, because he's a painter and... If I got it. Oh, okay. Moves his hands with utmost delicacy. We get a bit closer and start to see his painting. It depicts the reality of our world in distorted watercolor. Both its beauty and the ugliness of its deaths immortalized forever on his canvas. Does he not feel fear? Doesn't seem so, because his eyes are solely focused on his work. How long has he been doing this? Close to him is a bag filled with other paintings. Maybe his life does have a meaning. Like a phoenix born again at the end of the world. If, watch out. I look to where Lily's pointing. Another man's approaching the painter, with a gun in his hands. I knew it. It can't be safe. We need to help him. You ready to jump again, which apparently become my biggest talent? I'm stopped in my tracks. Now in front of us were two people about to end up in a shootout. Only one remains. Moves his gun around searching for his target. But in front of him, there's nothing. But a Thoughtless. Where'd the dude go? I don't know. He was there and then... What's going on? Man's as dumbfounded as we are. He runs around for a bit before giving up. And then he leaves. Without seeing the Thoughtless pick up the painter's bag... Without seeing the Thoughtless pick up the painter's bag and eat it. Oh. Can they do that? Apparently. A strange feeling overtakes me. There are no sufficient words to describe it completely. But it's what I think is most close is fear. The man shouts. He's still searching. And it's better for us if we don't replace his previous target. We need to leave. Sneak away from the scene. None of us dare say anything. We think of those paintings and we wonder how they can exist. But Lost Menace does not have the answer. It keeps its secrets close to its heart. How far are we? Not at all. I think we'll reach it tomorrow. You want to sleep? It's not a safe place in general. At night it'll be even worse. So we'll just sleep? Yeah. Where? Now that's the issue. I can make a tent. How much stuff is in that backpack? Oh, you wouldn't believe. She isn't lying. Caesar must be a metallic man. Hey, Hiv. Are you afraid? I mean, who wouldn't be in this situation, right? Honestly, yeah. I don't know what I'll see there. Does she still hate me? Was this escapade all for nothing? I'm sure it'll be okay. How can you be sure? How can anybody? What if my fears were real? Then they are. Look, you can't just... I say this as a person who's lived with it. You can't just be afraid of everything. Especially when it comes to social stuff, like social situations. At the end of the day, either it's going to work out or it's not. It's like a binary. It's a 1 or a 0. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And as long as you prepare yourself for the fact that it may not, it's okay that it doesn't. Honestly. And if it does, wonderful. It worked out, you know? You can't live in fear. All it does is stop you. It just makes you stagnate. And stagnation is still a choice, even if you don't see it that way. What if she was really in danger and I didn't make it in time? I subconsciously tried to waste time because I'm not ready. Are you trying to escape from the truth? If I were, I'd be at my computer again. But I'm here. Afraid, shitless, but still here. And what happens after? I don't know. You'd always come with me? And what for? I'd drag you down. You didn't back there? Maybe not, but you don't know what's behind my actions. Maybe I just save you to waste more time. Do the intentions really matter? Hey, there's the questions. How can they not? Live in a world of forced truths. Maybe only the intentions matter. If they do, then you coming here must amount to something. Maybe so. I see something in my dreams. The thoughtless leader. The truth. Nothing. Laura. How do I choose what I dream? How do I choose my dreams? I'm curious about the truth, to be honest. I think in general it's just better to live honestly. Whatever the truth is, to be aware of it. Like, it's the little deceptions that really mess up everything. Because if you try and keep up a lie, your life just becomes trying to keep up a lie, you know? When you don't know that it's misunderstandings that cause most conflicts. I think most of our problems in the world would get solved if people could read each other's minds like the Thoughtless are doing, because all the people trying to take advantage, trying to do bad things, are found out very quickly. I think this world, if it stays where it's at, will actually become much better for it. Because even if you can't get rid of the Thoughtless, it would become very easy to just find who's the problem, quote unquote, if there is a problem, or just see where the problem is when there's not a problem, you know, like where the thought processes differ. The truth is a light, a blinding light. It reveals me everything I ever wanted. For what purpose the Thoughtless came, how we ended up like this, my true feelings for the people around me. I feel like a miraculous purifying liquid is traversing my body. It enters my every pore. It heals me from my pain. Slowly but surely it moves. Nothing is as cutting as the reflection of a diamond. It has many faces, many attributes. Such is the power of truth. But not even truth can confront nature. Because as soon as it reaches my heart, the sun breaks its spell. And all those truths, all of that understanding, and all of those truths of all that understanding, my mind remains blank. I don't remember a word of it. Dang. Soon in the morning, we reach the fortress. It's a rich neighborhood. Many actors lived here, politicians. I don't care for any of them. There's only one person I care about. One I see in my dreams. When I fear the most. Only the Thoughtless know what she really means to me. And the only person who can spell it for me is herself. Because those messages, they're lies. False images of the real thing. One fragment of my memories I'm about to meet. I move swiftly. My pace follows the beats of the wind. Lily's behind me, looking worried. I seem oddly possessed. But she understands it. She heard enough. I'm at the door. That final door. For the truth. I don't even have to knock. Hiffer. Laura. Why are you here? Are you safe? As you can see. Oh. I'm glad. Maybe you didn't hear me. Why are you here? You stopped responding. Did you consider that I just didn't want to hear from you anymore? That I was tired? But you said... You walk so much. You put yourself at risk. And for what? Did you consider that not everything is your story? That not everything is for you? I'm not your princess. I don't need your help. So please. Please. Her voice cracks. Her eyes become wet. Just leave me alone. I don't want to be hurt again. I never wanted to. I know you didn't. It's not your fault you never loved me. It's not your fault you're incapable to love. But it hurts. I wanted to live my life with you. But did I even know the real you? The Thoughtless, they just told me what's inside. I hoped you were hiding something. Your true emotions, how profound they were. But no, there's nothing there. You are nothing. And I don't want to suffer anymore. I just want to live the days that me and my family have left alone. Let me enjoy the end of the world at least. Is that really living? Is that for you to decide? No, I guess not. I'll see you then. I'm glad you're safe.
I'm glad no one shot your fucking head off out there. Try to do the same trick again when going back.
Wow! What are you doing out there? Oh, miss. Hello. If who are you? Wait, this is not the moment. The energy plant, it's down. What? That can't be possible. Must be the most guarded facility in all of Los Menace, if not America. If it's down, many will die. I turn on my phone. It shows I have no bandwidth. This is a problem. Laura looks at me. Her face is red with anger and sadness, but she agrees.
Did you guys see?
Yeah, it's bad. We have to do something. Chapter 3. A Candle. Heifer sees images from his past. Integralist 2. Heifer's exploring the ways of the world. Absolutist 2.
Alright. So you want to say something?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Good.
Ouch. We keep walking. The silence is deafening. How did it end up like this? How did I end up like this? I wanted the best for her. Or us. Her words, they keep reappearing in my brain like an annoying alarm. Beep boop.
You're a failure.
Beep boop.
Just think less of yourself and more about others. Beep boop. Fuck off.
I want to say it out loud. I want to let everything out. But my hatred, it's not justified. I know that. She has her reasons for saying what she said. I simply do not understand them. My fists start clenching by themselves. It's almost like my brain is fuming and it's letting out heat in the form of enlarged blood vessels. Goodbye, calm. Goodbye, peace. Goodbye, happiness.
Hif. Are you okay?
She probably sees the emotions race on my face. Maybe she wonders what's going on behind those fists. But that candle, it won't let me know. I will never know for sure. She will never know for sure. And maybe it's for the best. We keep moving. Every step is heavier than the last. It's the tension in the air. I feel it clearly, as if it was overtaking me. I need air. I need to breathe, but I can't. Not while she's here. So close and yet so far.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Miss our class if you don't move your ass.
And whose fault is it now? Yours, of course. She winks at me. I accept my fate. The lady's always right, after all. Even if she's the one who missed all of her alarms. Alright then, let's get moving. I run up to her. Pretends not to notice. See a cold glare in her eyes and back down again.
If I think there's no point in that anymore.
I guess you're right. Speaking of which, are we there yet? Oh my god, not again.
Yeah, we are.
Huh? Guy was ready to throw hands. I guess we are. In front of us is a giant structure of which we can only see the outside walls. They seem extremely well protected, even while there's nobody outside to guard them. I already know about this place's fame, of course. Some gimmick counts on Zitter focused on dissecting every weird building on Earth. Surely they couldn't miss such a peculiar place. That's where I read most things I know about it. There's several opinions from differing sources about its purpose. Engineers say it's proof of humanity's genius. Where's that genius now that humanity's on the brink of extinction? Las Manitas says it ruins the view of the city's historical buildings. But even so, now we have to thank it for being alive. Some people find something else in it. Something more obscure. Besides the usual theories involving giants or the Twin Towers, some freaks have started saying that the fortress was built for a different purpose. Why build this self-sustaining structure, complete with a military-level defense system, in the middle of an otherwise completely normal American city. Either the presidency was afraid of a possible nuclear fallout, or they knew about the aliens. That's how the theory goes. But it's really difficult to believe it. For instance, they started building it 10 years before anybody could even consider the arrival of the Thoughtless. As far as it concerns me, they're all nut jobs. Even so, now that I see it standing proudly in the middle of an apocalypse, I think about those words. Could they be right? Somehow? Its meaning, much like that of this invasion, invades me. But we know one thing. Its functioning is what our lives depend on. And despite the suffering I've been going through, I don't want to lose the life I just got back. So what should we do now? I guess we didn't think that far. Looking better, the structure seems mostly deactivated at the moment. Only a few lights are coming out of the fortress, and I can only assume it's the emergency ones. Should we just enter? Let's check the area first. I don't know about shouting, because there's a lot of people with guns just walking around shooting people for some reason. We can't enter yet. And how so? This place might be really dangerous. We can't be the only ones who figured out it's out of service. Raiders are going to come soon. They're not inside already. So are you saying we should just do nothing and leave more people to die without water, electricity, or the internet? That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing. Can't be paralyzed for every decision, won't be able to go anywhere if you do that. I'm just saying we should be careful and look before we walk into the guns. Anger rages inside me. I try to keep it at bay. Be reasonable. To be sane. Let's just divide and search around the fortress for any sign of enemies. If are you sure? If we separate, we're going to be much weaker. Not if you pay attention. And I mean, it's not like either one of us is a soldier. Having more people's gonna make it more likely for us to get killed, not to get saved. What a weak line of thought. Don't care, I'll go in. If you don't want to come, just stay here. She turns around, undisturbed, as if I didn't matter. As if anything I had to say had no value to her. What a cruel person. I look around. My sense disturbed by signs of upcoming tears, but I try to keep my focus on the mission at hand. The world is a system. I just need to look for its rules. For traces of danger. But I see nothing. We might be lucky today. Walk closer to the building. No sound gets louder. You can't feel any presence whatsoever. Why is that going off? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Feels like the calm before the storm. An uncanny moment of peace at the entrance of hell. The thought helps distract me from my obsessions, but the sight of the person in front of me makes them reappear from time to time like ripples on the water. My feet guide a worthless stride towards the next moment. Why am I walking? I give no answer to myself. Maybe I can't give it. I'm worried about the district. You think they'll be okay? How could I know that? You know them better than me. Maybe you're right. He doesn't say a word. Feels the tension. It's worse every second. Everything gets heavier the more we get close to the entrance. To the new world behind the darkness. What is that? Raiders. Fuck. See, I said there were raiders! This wasn't supposed to happen. Let's go inside, quick. Wait, I already started entering when Lily's voice reaches me. I turn towards her and I see her scrambling on the ground trying to gather what remains of her backpack. The bolt must have reached it, breaking it. Come on! Did once already, I can't abandon her now. I remember the things we talked about. She's hope. She's the only thing this broken world needs. I can't abandon her, not in good conscience. She has a mission. It's my life. The one that actually has no purpose. I start moving towards her. I need to get there before they do. But my choice is useless. Oh no. A hand creeps from the darkness. It reaches for me, grasping for my mouth. While I fall asleep, I only hear a few words. You will survive. I wake up in the same darkness I had left in. It's not the type of darkness your eyes could get used to. It's one you can only succumb to. Because when you'll look into it, it'll look back. You awake? At least, I think. Very silence continues to disturb me. Are you guys okay? Since you're here, no. Come on, you don't have to do that. Do what, exactly? Why all this hate? Do you really think I deserve it? For what? Wanting to see you safe? You know that's not why. Then what is it? Do you not remember? Do you really not remember? A light shines in my mind like a painful lead in the middle of a drunken night awake. If, watch out! I turn around just to see one of them. It's the first time I saw one so close. It was the first time I could perceive its absence of soul. It was the first time I heard that voice. Oh no, what are we gonna do? What am I without him? I can't bear to live alone. I can't bear living with what I've done. What did she do? If, can you hear me? So that's what the TV meant. We can hear our thoughts. Is this it? The thing, it's not moving. We might be safe if... Yeah, I guess so. We are safe, unfortunately. Huh? Unfortunately? Oh no, nothing. What do you mean, nothing? I can't control it. The river of thoughts is in motion. The power of truth is insidious. Disturbingly cruel. This useless, monotonous life could have ended right here. This farce we call a relationship. This society built on lies we try to protect. I want it all to end. That's the depression talking. Because I think there's nothing left to protect. We've been dead since we were born. So was our love. She doesn't say anything. Yeah, she's gonna be a little pissed about that, buddy. Like, those are, like, inner thoughts of, like, that guy sounds depressed as hell. That's, like, depression right there. That's literally what that is. That's depression talking. But that's gotta hurt to be like, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, to be like, nothing matters like that. Including the relationship, to, like, directly attack it like that. Even her thoughts are unmoving. I feel a warmth reach for my neck. It gets stronger as the hands close the chokehold. Breathing is calm. I don't resist. Forgive me. Pain leads into a feeling of redemption. Judgment's finally come, I think. Those words I tried to forget. That endless moment. It's been stuck somewhere in my mind for all this time. It's only right that I finally feel the consequence of my own actions. There's no more victim card. There's no other lie I can use to escape my conviction. I hope for Laura to finish her job. Those hands that once held love should be the ones to bring an end to all this. But alas, today is not the day. Light turns on again. It's not mental. It does not bring pain but clearance. And I don't feel her hands around my neck anymore. What's going on? So that is what you see. Fascinating. What? Who are you? The situation's extremely confusing to me. Nothing around me seems familiar. And what seems out of place the most is that figure. Oh, seems you did regain your consciousness. Welcome back. This posture's so cold, completely detached from this wretched place. Can't see any details around me, but I perceive abandonment. What I told you before was a promise. So sorry to have interrupted your dream, but I'd like for my assistants not to die on me before I even have the chance to introduce myself. Faust, nice to meet you. That really be his name? Seems as if the way he poses, mannerisms, and clothing was all to make sense of that name. Nothing natural about his figure. It's precisely his unnaturalness that scares me the most. There's something about it that reminds me of the Thoughtless. Maybe his stance, his tone of voice, Probably hasn't spoken to anybody in a long time. His clothes are of silky white, but dirty all over. Who is this person, really? Hiffer. Well, Hiffer, welcome to hell. Dante said that this might be the moment for you to abandon every hope, but there needs not be such haste. I'm still trying to figure some things out. Seeing that the maniac does not seem to be an immediate threat, I look around me. Oh god. It's so close. What is it doing? I look closer, inspecting the creature as if it was my first time seeing it. They never get so close. Why? Why am I sitting down? My hands don't seem to move. They're behind my back. But his hands, its hands, the Thoughtless is making contact? It seems you figured it out. The dream you were having just now. You have a friend here to thank for it. Friend? What's this person saying? Oh, don't worry. We're on the same side, you and I. Wasn't my choice, but I'm as human as you. No cyberpunk shenanigans, no weird experiments on my body yet. That's why I need guinea pigs. He starts circling around me, trying to see what's hidden behind my eyes. The thoughts I try to keep to myself. Sorry to have you tied up down here, but I don't know what kind of person you are yet. Well, I can guess a bit from the dream you just had, though. Hope the girl made it out there. Honestly, I wouldn't mind one more assistant, if you follow. While the man continues his monologue, a fear starts dwelling in my mind. He hears me? Oh, that's natural. The Thoughtless is here, isn't it? It's only natural we would hear each other's thoughts. Each other's? I can't hear any of yours. Oh, don't worry. You very much are. It's very simple, you see. I only think what I say, and I only say what I think. There's nothing else on my mind. No worries, no fears, no nothing. Honestly, I could probably rent a piece of my brain based on how clean it is. Plenty of space as well. Bet it would sell for a pretty penny. Are you interested? It doesn't explain anything. It can't be so simple. If it was, our world wouldn't be in the situation it is right now. How's he doing it? He doesn't care. He doesn't care about any of the thoughts getting out. He don't care. If you're living honest, it doesn't matter, you know? It just doesn't. Did he figure out an antidote? Did he find Billy's candle? But that would work for both of us, and the Thoughtless would not remain here. Candles, huh? Those seem handy. Also, Lily, is that your next girlfriend? I'd love to hear about her as well. He turns around, moving around the scene. His staleness seems frenetic in a way, like he didn't want to stop, or couldn't. Almost like his understanding was incomplete, but very close to the truth. His movements are similar to his way of speaking. Neurotic. Almost like every step was necessary for the next one. Complete dependency on instability in movement. It's quite unnerving looking at him go. What's your goal? Right now? Seems pretty obvious to me. Understanding these things. Finding a new way of sending them home. And how am I needed? Experiments, mostly. Why is this thing touching me? It's very disturbing, honestly. I asked it. You... What? I asked it. That was the last answer I expected to hear. These beings we call Thoughtless, see, they're quite simple, honestly. They don't have a bad image of us. They might not have an image at all. They just exist. Much like an animal species, they just want to keep on living. It's not their fault if they're damaging us. This is not where they're supposed to be. Are you on their side? There's no such thing as sides in nature. There's those who live and those who die. If we don't want to be the latter, you'll help me with my experiments, whether you want to or not. Having said that, good night, Heifer. Wait, but my voice does not reach him. My thoughts might have, but I have no way of knowing, because I'm already somewhere else. Chapter 4, A Mad Tea Party. Heifer is exploring the ways of the world. Absolute is 3. Sometime before. Sometime before.
Not this.
Sorry, just getting my blanket.
Billy, move. We don't have much time.
Roar of the engines.
I feel it like an earthquake. My hands are shaking, making it even more difficult to get my stuff together. Maybe it's pointless. How long will we survive here anyway? Last time it was Heifer that saved me. Now even he is gone. Did he abandon us willingly? The clock's ticking. The engines are louder. In my head I start praying. Maybe only he could save us here. God, I mean. Or maybe Heifer. Might be one of the same as far as I'm aware right now. That's a weird line of thoughts. Pick up my flashlight. Whoa! I'm gonna assume that means flashlight. Developer! Developer, there's a typo! There's a typo! She picks up her flashlight, but right when I most need it, my grip is lost. The flashlight falls onto the ground. Developer! Typo! Blood. All I see is blood. That's not what you want when you're dealing with one of those. Jesus. Why? Developer that's spelled with an A. It's something very different when it's an E. God, I feel like a 5-year-old laughing at this. Oh my god. I look at Laura. She seems distressed. Oh really? I wonder why. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm so mad. Almost like I was forcing her to do something she hates. The stiffened pain in the face of a child refusing to eat their vegetables. Why are you the one angry? Why are you sad? You forced me into this. I hate you. I hate me. A tear flows on my cheek. God, forgive me. I'm not as good as you. I can't stop hating. I can't stop crying. My hand can't stop hurting. Lily, are you okay? She says, now in a muffled voice. Did you forget all of our hopes to leave this place alive? What awaits us now? Death? Or worse? I don't want to know. I don't want her to murmur. I want her to shout. I don't want to admit we're dead. We should have run for our lives, but it's too late. A voice tells us something intimidating. It's the voice of a rough man. One such voice has seen this world, has become and adapted to it. This is one of the voices of this world. It's like sandpaper. And it wants my wound to hurt even more. To remind me of how my existence is not forever. Of how anybody could have taken it away if they so wished. I hate that voice. But I can't tell who it belongs to. I imagine it's an ugly person. With crooked teeth and a disgusting smile. But who knows? Might be an angel. With beautiful wings. Whose blade is here just to punish me for my deeds. Whoever it is, I wouldn't know. Only because my line of sight is soaked in tears and blood. Only because my consciousness is reaching its limits and begs only for peace. But because I'm not alone. Give me your hand, quick. We're getting out of here, whether you like it or not. I nod. Is there anything left for me? Everything that's in my backpack? Okay, so this is Lily right now. Okay. It's lost. I brought hope. And where is it now? I feel useless. Not once do my words reach anyone. I must be saved again and again. Like a weight. What's worse is that at the end, My solution is just violence again. We live in a realm of sin. Did you shoot him? The darkness we've entered is a mirror of what I feel inside. My pulse is only now able to slow down, but the adrenaline is abandoning my body as well, making me painfully aware of my physical and emotional distress. I want to know, was I the cause of a murder? Are my hands filled with the blood of others? Yeah. She tries to say something else, but nothing comes out. It's almost like she's killing her own breath. I can't see her, but I can imagine her struggling with keeping a clear state of mind as well. Was that the first time I killed a man? Yes, it is. It's the first time. She would love to say it's the last as well, but I don't know how many more bullets that gun has. How many more will die because of me? You're a killer. Disdain is painted on my face. It's not enough to represent all my feelings. Not even close. But I do not paint this expression willingly. I only react to what's in front of me. The blood trail we're tracing with our steps. Would have been better if I left you there alone then? I think so. My answer startles her. Her composure is quickly being lost. Since I met her only a few hours ago, she seems incredibly determined. Now I see her other self, the weak and frail Laura behind the mask. I'd like to ask her what led her to this life of lies, but my mind too is too immersed in anger to be able to inquire in her nature. For now I just try to discern what's around me, to return to a semblance of clarity. Look, I'm sorry, but we're both alive now. I had no choice. I can't believe that. I don't want to believe that. Maybe in the past there were. This is the world we're in right now. Talking about it is helping clear my mind. But even so, it's all so faint. The gunshot's still ringing in my ears, with the same sound as that voice. I start to see Laura's silhouette in the shadows. My eyes are starting to get used to the dark. As my senses return to me, my ears alert me of something else. I don't think Laura noticed. Her mind still directed at the gun that she's gripping like her only hope. Its footsteps clearly. We probably started on the wrong foot, alright? You were with him and everything. I'm still not too sure what to think of it. So I might not have been the best with you. We don't have to make him divide us, alright? No, she hasn't realized her mind is elsewhere. Is it always his fault for you? I think you need to look at the world around you more. I start standing up. I grab her hand and pull. We need to go. Her expression rapidly changes. She feels pulled out of her world. She's trying to pour her emotions, but I brutally broke her world off. But if we wanted to make that sacrifice worth it, if there's a hope of us surviving, then we need to move. And pretty fast as well. Keep her hand tight while we run away from the steps. A few lights come into our view pretty soon. They seem to be the emergency ones from the internal part of the facility. I don't know how long they'll last, but I'm not too excited to find out. While running, I don't look back. It's a way of forgetting, isn't it? Just running away from my problems? From my responsibilities? Caesar comes up in my mind for a few seconds. His image fluctuates in a disturbed way, like he's blaming me for this. I'm sorry. I failed you. But in a way, Laura's right. I feel it now. The rush from running. I get violently reminded that I want to keep on living, despite everything. Is our original sin the will to continue on living? Have we destroyed our world just to keep this desire to live strong? Maybe that's the fire I keep holding. The candles they burn with our selfish desire to not stop this wreck of a life. My train of thoughts is interrupted. The footsteps. They're still close. It's almost like the distance we covered didn't matter. It's just as close as it was before. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck! How is it possible? can a human be so fast? I don't know. I don't get it. I'm scared, terrified, I want to cry. But why am I saying it? Why am I letting myself be discouraged even more? I need to keep on living. Right now. Right. Sure. We quickly turn right as soon as we see an opportunity to do so. But... shit. But... they're here. And we're without candles. They quickly surround us. One of them was coming from behind. It's probably the one we heard first. But the others... they were already here. Like they were waiting for a prey. Humans to munch on. To suck energy from, maybe. I don't understand it. I don't understand anything of them. They don't do anything like that. What I understood, they only care about being close to us. They only want us to know what the other people really think. In the situation we're in, they might be safer than other humans. How do you even know this? I had my fair share of experiences with them. What were you doing when they arrived? I don't know. I don't remember anything. Oh, you're trying to remove it. I get it. I wish I could as well. Forget everything. Return to the life I had before. But I don't blame them. They only showed me the truth about him. If? Yeah. Can you tell me what's up with him already? I need to trust the people around me. It's complicated. He doesn't really feel anything toward anyone else. It's like his soul's empty. Because everything he's ever said to me, none of it was true. His heart was always empty. Sometimes I'd like to know if he ever felt anything. But I might be wanting too much. I still don't understand. You will eventually. Just keep it in mind. She tries saying something else, but no sound comes out of her mouth. Takes a deep breath. Heart still beating like a drum. Violently. I know it because I feel the same. I reach out a hand to her. Her skin, I feel its coldness. It's cold as ice, almost like she was dying. What's going on? We need to go. Come on, Lily, stand up. I'm not like the guy, but I'm not letting him be killed in this horrible place. What would it say about me if I let my ex die in such an unpleasing way? Interesting. She takes my hand and helps me up. I loved him once after all. She bites her lip slightly. It's clearly still in her own mind. I don't comment on it. As I stand up, I notice something. Laura seems to have been wrong on them. For some reason, they're getting closer. What? We need to run. As I say it, it's already too late. They're too close, too fast. One single touch from them is enough to capture us in an unknown world beyond this merciless place. Did the same happen to Hif? Ah! Never gonna pass this exam. Come on, Hif. There's no need to shout. Just have to cram it a bit, alright? Or I could copy from Lily. Not happening. Apply yourself. See? You're not getting any way out of it. Can't be that difficult. You can ask her for help, though I bet she'd be glad to help you. But that would require effort on my end. I think that's how university usually works. So is this like a distorted memory? Then? I thought it's just parties and drugs. Well, think again. Not on my watch. It's true what they say. Marriage really is the ultimate prison. I'm not even married. What are you talking about? Not yet. Does that count as proposal? I don't know, does it? You guys want a room? I feel like I'm third wheeling here. No, stay here. You still have like 2 books to explain to me. Professor doesn't even use a book. Did you go to class at all? I did, but it's not my fault Chinese game companies make games that are more interesting than whatever that bald head was explaining. Yeah, I think you're on your own. No, wait! Lily starts walking faster to show her disappointment. Doesn't really mean it, but that is much of our interactions. We formed an interesting group. I bet said Foster Caesar couldn't join us today, but that means I can have the girls for myself. I'm glad Laura can't hear this one, though I'd be absolutely a dead man otherwise. I met her at one of our student parties, and it was like love at first sight. Or at least so she says. I've grown to appreciate her a lot. Sometimes she's a bit too controlling for my tastes. Well, not that it really matters. We're in the heyday of our lives, the spring of youth, yada yada. Nothing more to ask, no? This is a weird one. This is a long demo. I like it. I guess... I don't know, because, like... I mean, is this like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Can't really explain it. A feeling overtakes me. Reminds me of primordial anger, one I only feel when my whole being is being attacked. What does it mean? Wait, I shout. It wasn't my intention, but the anger, it's overflowing. It doesn't seem to be stopping. My breath becomes rugged, my eyes start twitching. Piff? Are you okay? She notices the change in attitude. My eyes reflect a world she had never seen before. Where is he? Where's the Hiff she remembers gone to? That one single change, that look in my eyes, it lit up something in her as well. I raise up my fist, the strength of a desperate lab rat trying to free itself from its cell. I hit a lamplight. I kick a garbage can, throw myself on a car, but even then, with my bloody body screaming, I don't feel anything. This isn't real. Yeah, she finally realized. The butterfly returns to be a man. I don't understand what happened completely, but my memories start coming back to me. The pain as well. It stings. Somewhere in my heart, I wish I'd go back to sleep. It was so nice in there. But it couldn't last. No lie can last forever. Especially when my body knows the truth. Whatever it may be. Oh, welcome back. That was pretty fast. Didn't think you'd manage to get out of there in just a few days. A few days? How long have I been here? And again, the more of you I add into the dream, the easier it becomes for you to influence each other. You see, Heifer, you people don't belong in their space. Your bodies know that at a fundamental level. You reject their manipulation. Explanation does nothing but confuse me further. My brain is barely managing to recover from its induced slumber. But I quickly regain a bit of consciousness when I see who else is in the room. Did you get them as well? Of course, my friend, as many people as needed. That's not important. Let's come back to the matter at hand. How is it possible that a person like them could remain linked for so long despite the natural rejection their network has of our species? Or should I say the opposite? Maybe it's two opposite forces pushing against each other. Boss sits down, quietly writing something down on his disturbingly orderly mess of files. Is this supposed to be the villain's monologue? Oh, not at all. I think calling me a villain would be a misunderstanding of my character. I prefer anti-hero. You're not a villain, could you please let us go? No. See, said you were a villain. Would you call the wind a villain? It's not my fault I have to push you in opposite direction. I understand how dangerous this person can be. His control over these creatures and these experiments he's performing, it terrifies me. I have no other choice. I only have my words to rely on right now. What is it you're really trying to achieve? Finally, a smart question. You used your time well, my friend. If you're really searching for a villain, I can help you find one. This facility is in quite a pickle, to be honest. Ever since they arrived, it's been managed by a single person. Not like there was really a need for them, it's fully functional by itself. But they wanted just one last human safeguard. The reason why I can't leave this room and why I'm trying to find information through you folks is very simple. It's his reign out there. He controls this place. like a puppet play. It's quite terrifying to behold, to be quite frank. I don't really care if something happens to the structure itself, but I want to understand how what's happening is possible. I don't understand what's happening exactly. It's a link. Somehow the Thoughtless got to him, and it's in my interest to understand how. What could possibly be going on out there? Beyond this dark room, these experiments. I thought Faust himself might represent the evil of this world. Maybe he's just a shade of gray. Whoever might be out there, I don't think this is the way. I don't think you'll get much from experimenting on us. Or at least, not fast enough. I trust your intelligence enough to think you understand what we have to confront. No. I trust your intelligence to understand... Why did that go forward? I didn't click. I trust your intelligence enough to think you understand we have to confront this thing ourselves. And how do your presence change our odds? You clearly don't understand what we're up against. We do. We understand. We also understand that whatever you're doing is not working. We woke up now. We'll wake up every single time. That's a fallacy, my dear. One failure does not mean every experiment is going to fail. I just need to understand at what point of the frequency we can synchronize with their network. We don't have time for that. Let us go. Your pleas are quite curious, but no puedes. No puedes? Is that like... the Spanish? Google, help me out. Puedes. Okay, it says it translates to can, so I assume no puedes is no can do. Okay, you can't or you're not able to. Yeah, okay. Shut your traps and let me do what I have to do. You don't leave me another choice. Takes out the gun she was keeping in her back pocket. Never expected to see that image. Where'd she even get one? But right now I'm just happy it's there. Laura, you know this isn't the way. We don't have another choice, Lily. We need to go, and we need to go now. Threatening me? How barbaric. Oh, whatever, I'm tired of you. Go away. As he says that, the Thoughtless quickly step away from us. His control over them is scary. But I just want them gone. I want this room gone, and whatever happened in it. Faust frees me from my shackles and does the same for the girls. But even so, no trace of fear transpires in his movements. He's so difficult to read. Seems like he had planned all this already. In the most minute of details. How do you not notice her gun? He talked about the days of us being asleep, yet he never bothered to check our belongings. Never bothered to keep Laura from moving her hands enough to get the gun. How would it make sense? Maybe he'd given up already. But I don't say anything. Even though he probably heard regardless. The Thoughtless are not far enough. No candles have been turned on. Was this his plan? Have fun out there. Don't let the bedbugs bite. He says as he pushes the wood to the interior side of the complex for us to enter. Pushes the... Okay. I don't know what it means by the word, but alright. Laura's still pointing a gun to him. Billy's looking at them both, angry and afraid. I leave the room. Without saying a word, as we all step inside. The door behind us closes. Maybe that was his plan. Chapter 5, The Velvet Room. Anyways. Harper's exploring the ways of the world. Absolute is 4. Oh, dang it. We walk for what seems like hours. We're not really sure they are. I don't talk with Laura. I'm not sure I'm ready to confront what happened in that dream. The memories, they hurt like we lived through them again. Aside from that, she seems changed. Much from the months we've been apart, but also from those hours we spent apart. She seems more accustomed to violence now. She did not shake when she threatened Foss, not an inch of doubt or regret. Or at least she didn't show any. Didn't say anything to Lily either. Maybe it's the guilt of leaving her alone. It was not completely my doing, but the fact still stands. It's not my duty to protect her, but it almost feels like it. Somehow I've grown attached to her hope. Her candle guides us in this pitch-black corridors. What really is that man that trapped us? Why does he control the Thoughtless? She finally asks, apparently to no one in particular. I don't really know too much. He knows a lot more about them than we could ever hope to. And what did he mean when he talked about this other person inside? Do I understand someone who is linked to the Thoughtless? What does that even mean? Is that even a human anymore? Can we communicate with it? We don't need to. Laura, you know you can't be fixing everything with violence. Never said that. You implied that. Silence falls back again after that. See what might have transpired between them out there, but I decide not to comment on it. Fears trampling on any of my attempts to recreate an order in this group. That dream was... I can't really find a word for it. I didn't live that life, but it's almost like I did. Wonder if it's one of the powers of the Thoughtless. It's like the feelings I felt in that moment are still there. She must really hate silence. Then again, I don't have those memories. Those years of everyday routines, going to school. I don't remember any of it. Was it really like that? Guess there's no use escaping the memories. They keep coming out, violently disturbing this pretense of ignoring their weight. Yeah, it was. They feel so free now that I think about it. The world wasn't ending. No responsibilities were on the horizon yet. Just remember waking up without thought at the time. It's almost like I expected everything to go my way. And it did, usually. You have to thank me for that, though. I really do. I don't know how I'd have had a normal life if you weren't checking on me. Were you really that close? I used to check on him every day. Seeing that he didn't overspend on useless bullshit, that he opened the books from time to time. You might be right. It might have been a freer time. But the reality of it is still there. As long as we keep living, we keep struggling to maintain a balance. Just want everything to be easier. And it won't happen if we don't make this place work again. Can we even do that? It doesn't matter if we can't. Do we have any other choice? We'll make it happen. Despite returning to silence again, the tension lowered a bit. Lily, proud of her small success, seemed to be a little more upbeat. But even then, she couldn't manage to hide the truth of her fear behind all those words. Something was up ahead. We really couldn't imagine what. At the end of the long series of dark hallways was a room. It was dimly lit by a strange blue light. One you would find in the bathrooms of a club. One that talked about illness, corruption, defeat. It was in the midst of this scene that we finally understood what Foss meant. Reality appeared distorted. Pieces of the building were just hovering over our heads. Chairs, desks, various small indistinguishable objects rotating in circles that seemed to be trying to communicate something to us. Sorry. The weight of the ground under our feet. Even the quality of air had a nauseating, unreal feel to it. Like we were in a dream again. The subconscious mind overtaking the real world. Light's not reflecting correctly. Even the faces of Lily and Laura seemed deformed, like passing through a circus mirror. After observing the spectacle outside of the rules of nature, I try to find its root cause. The demigod whose hands have crafted this distorted room. But he's nowhere to be found. No, there's nobody here. At the same time, though, it seems like he's everywhere. The overseeing eye of the author. Even when immersed in a story, we can tell there was someone who wrote it.
This room feels like his masterpiece. One that's both perfect in and of itself, and constantly moving, adapting to the instability of the real world. Suddenly the room starts to shift. A blinding light engulfs us. In the blink of an eye, it turns off. Feels like the start of a movie we did not choose to see. In our minds, an image appears. It's the image of a father, one holding his kid's hand, proud of his achievements. He says something, but we can't decipher it. The smile tells us enough. He'll continue the legacy of the family. He'll be the hope of his crest. Other pictures show up in our head. Ones that show the growth of the kid. How lucky he is to be born in such an illustrious family. His peers are all on his level, the proudest of the hopes of our society. Ones that don't spare expenses on education, manners, and the arts. The more it goes on, the more the colors of the images seem to corrupt. Bright and energetic shades of youth turn grayer as the kid ages, as he starts interacting with people outside of his immediate circle. Once they reveal to him what it's like to live in the real world. I see bottles being used to forget. Woman. He's a beautiful young man. A sensible one. Perhaps too much so. The spectacle changes again. Fumes of alcohol don't disappear just yet. They seem to be more controlled. He doesn't want to disappoint his father. His expression is the same as when he was a kid, unchanged underneath the wrinkles. He shows him a picture. It's a beautiful building, an energy plant. That has incredible importance for their family. One they rely on completely. The man does not know why, but that building moves something in him. It's creation necessary for him to be complete with himself again. He abandons his vices, lets go of those who are dragging him down, and he restarts his studies, regains the status he'd thought to have lost. There he meets someone who believes in him. That new found him. In the fondness of her smile, it's blinding. Picture he paints of her is one of devotion. Almost like he was a sculptor recreating the image of a goddess residing in his mind. She agrees with him. That newfound meaning. He loved the miniature garden he was born in. Those perfect moments of elegance in which it was tangled. The manners and delicacies of those who partook in it. So he wouldn't do anything to protect it. Or so he would do anything to protect it. To make her live it as well. Her and the kid she was bearing. That beautiful ray of sunshine who kept him still away from the demons of his youth. He stopped completely. Not for a single cigar he used to smoke on Sunday evenings when the moon was young. When he finally saw that hope realized, when the fruit of his studies, that energy plant he had dedicated decades of his life to building, became a reality, he felt an immense sense of disappointment. Regret washed over him. When he was young, he did not understand it completely. Now, what it really symbolized was a mystery to him. Now that he himself had spent years building it, seeing it towering over Las Menas, he understood its true purpose. He rushed to his dad's office. One lavishly decorated medals from past and recent wars. Because he had to ask him the truth. What was behind that facility? What was it hiding underneath promises of a perfect future? The dad had no surprises for him, nor did he intend to. That same look in his eyes, the one he had reserved to him as a kid, was completely unchanged underneath the wrinkles. The man had done his part. Protect his family. It didn't matter that it was a selfish survival. One where normal people were not invited. One where the miniature garden is the only one standing. Suddenly, the story interrupts itself. Light returns in the cursed building, but in a treacherous way. Why did it stop? What did those images mean? Did you see it as well? I don't know if seeing is the right word. I think I know what you mean, though. Is that the person controlling this room? What went on exactly? I wish I understood that as well. Clearly had a hand in creating this, but why so much regret?
We were living thanks to the energy plant until now. Why stop it now? We hear an undecipherable sound resonate into our ears. It's like a silent bomb that takes away our freedom of movement for a few seconds. Suddenly, when time returns flowing, I perceive a warmth. Someone else is close to us. It has a voice. My ears can't understand, but my reaction to it is instinctual. I know what it means without even understanding the sounds. It's asking for feedbacks. It wants to know what we're thinking. Ironic considering he should be the one with Thoughtless right now. I understand I can ask it for something, but I don't know how much time I have for that. Wants feedback. I mean, none of these really feel like...
I mean, this is more just curiosity. I feel like I can't think of any of these questions really helping this guy, but also not asking anything. This guy's just in it right now, you know? Maybe Happy Times, who's the woman? What interests me most is not the central point of the story. It's the stepping stone that led him there. Maybe I saw someone else in her. That one hope that kept me going these past few days. Think about the candle Lily always brings with her. There's something similar between the two, or so I think. Who's that woman? What does she mean to you? What happened to her? Creature seems delighted. We're participating in its dance, almost like our instruments are writing the counterpoint melody to its story. Our point of view is perfectly shaped in the spaces for reflection it wants us to fill. So it talks. Let's experience its pain, its conflicted and conflicting emotions. She first appeared in his life when he was at his lowest, trying to get over the happiness brought about by his vices, about his real place in the world. She was the only stable rock keeping him in place. She should not get moved easily, and nothing could scratch her, and so she protected what was to her most dear. He swore he would build a life for her to enjoy, to pay her back for the light she'd offered him. And for that he wished to build this energy plant. He wished it would bring them everlasting happiness. Hope for the baby to come. He wanted them to live in bliss. Same he felt when she outstretched her hand to him. But for how strong she was, she could not resist the corruption of that miniature garden. Manners were taught to her, eyes always looking. It strained their relationship. It made him wish he was born a normal man. But those eyes were behind it all. Behind his defeat. Behind her help. So at the end, they took her away. They took his kid. Safeguard them from the world. Safety worth the life of seclusion? He wasn't sure of that, but he didn't want to risk knowing. So he let them go. But he'll remember the look she gave him forever. Anger. Disappointment. Betrayal. He wished his child would never discover what those words meant. And so the creature stops. Its answer is cryptic as the story it told before. But at the same time, it reveals something to me. The reality of hope. The shackles of dependency. Should we hide ourselves from the world? Is the world itself our enemy? Where'd they take her? Where is she? I don't want this to be the end. It's so cruel for how beautiful it seemed to be. That's life sometimes. It doesn't answer. On the other hand, the creature disappears. In the weaves of the reality it's created, it returns to narrate the story again. Lily, will figure something out when we're out of here. Why is his hope gone? She asked me, but I'm too immersed in the emotional turmoil of the life of this monster to answer clearly. They took it away, I conclude, but at this time she does not respond. Suddenly all sound stops. The creature's getting ready for its second terrible act. The one that defines tragedy. Where everything is bound to reach its natural conclusion. So the curtains raise on the fall of man. Images reappear in our head, their color now completely washed away by pain and regret. The man asks his father for the truth, what really hides behind the project he's devoted most of his life to. And the father does not deny his son the truth. Graphs and classified documents laid now on the table of his office. They talk about aliens coming to Earth in a matter of years. Scientists have found them, but they refrain from telling anybody to not spread fear. The ones who are in the know are the powerful. The ones who control the world. Like his father and himself. The purpose of that building is to support the only way for humanity to escape the incoming disaster. Sketches and projects of a bunker are laid before the man's eyes. They show him the real truth. Few will survive. Those who will are the most powerful. Hidden away underground, awaiting the rest of humanity to die. According to scientists, a reduction of the human population to a quarter will be sufficient for driving the aliens away. So their plan is waiting. Waiting for the common people to die. Kill themselves in the process. Destroy civilization, abandon man to a rule of nature and natural selections. While their leaders enjoy a life of luxury and peace, hidden away like rats. A structure only possible because of the man's achievements with the energy plant. I recognize that place. It's close to the closed-off district. It's the Natural History Museum. This bunker must be somewhere underneath it. The man is broken by this revelation. He tries to close his eyes. To not speak about it to anyone. His wife asks him many times what has happened to him. She's afraid for the future of her daughter. How will she grow with such a broken father? But his choices don't matter. The energy plant doesn't only support the bunker. It supports the entirety of Lost Menace. But only it and nothing else. And even while maintaining access to electricity and water, it does not create order. It does not give humanity their leaders. No, it's just giving time for the common people. But he can't take that time away. Much as he despises his father for his ideals, those same he grew up in, he has no power to stop it. His choices don't matter. The only thing he can do is lock himself in this prison of his own, while his mother is taken away. He will not be able to see his daughter, but he needs to die with the energy plant. He has made it possible, so he will be sure it stays intact. Once again, he's there to protect. His mission, defense, rendered meaningless by the cruelty of those he wanted to defend. Remembers her look when her father took her away. I'll miss you, he thinks. Oh, how I will. But he didn't about his own weakness. How months upon months of isolation can deteriorate your sanity. Those bottles he had abandoned years ago now piling in the corner of the plant where he lays awaiting for his death. Somebody has to check on it, he thinks. Nobody else has to do it but me. What's the cost of that irrational decision? One day he lets one of them slip. Enter the facility, talk to him. They never speak, but even so, he hears. And so he asks for a single wish. He asks for happiness. And so the monkey paw curls. The energy plant turned off. Many left to their death. But even so, he thinks about his dad, panicking for the first time. Without that look he'd given him all of his life. You deserve this, he thinks. As his conscience drifts to unite with the thoughtless. One regret remains clear. About those who he didn't manage to protect. His wife, Amanda. His daughter. The only one he'd hoped to give a bright future to. The one he wished to defend the most. Oh, poor Lily. He thinks as his consciousness finally drifts away. Oh. Oh. A single thoughtless remains in the room where everything rebuilt itself in a more believable reality. I look at Lily. A single tear flows down her cheek. I can't imagine what she's thinking right now. but her actions speak louder than words. She walks up to the Thoughtless. Her hands tremble. She doesn't know where to put them, but even so, she talks. I understand, Dad. I can't agree with everything you did. I can't share your choices, but even then, I just want you to know that I'm grateful. You built this for me. Thank you. But the Thoughtless doesn't answer. Looks blankly at her, without moving. The transformation is complete. He's one with the group. One and the same. And now his powers return. I hear every thought Lily has. Extreme emotions that's overtaking her. It's anger, regret. It's love. A sense of regained self. And in that, pain. Laura runs her, delicately keeping her hands on her shoulders. She whispers something. It's gonna be okay. But I'm paralyzed, immobile. I don't want to act. I'm scared of this reality. One where love exists, where pain and loss are real. I decide to look. So it's done. Good job. Didn't think it'd be so easy. That's how it's done. It's a slow transformation into one of them. I thought you could gain that power without having to sacrifice yourself, but I guess the only way for us to be compatible is to lose our humanity. Oh well. Thoughtless, you can leave. Let her brood, alright? But as much as the other one had obeyed, this one doesn't move. It stands close to its child, without saying a word, without being able to share anything more. It absorbs the cries of Lily that echo into the room. Faust, just shut up. The scientist lowers his eyes. The Thoughtless finally lets me read his regret. A long while passes away in the blink of an eye. We stay silent, hearing Lily's thoughts. I feel guilty prying so much into this moment, but there's not much else we can do. Laura finally stands up first. We need to turn this thing on. I'm afraid for the people outside. Boss, do you know how it works? Not yet, no. But I can figure it out. Alright, you go ahead and do that instead of standing there like an idiot. Fair. If you just try not to do too much damage. Hey, there's no need for that. Whatever. I'll look around for clues. I feel like Lily's having a rough time. I want to check in on her. I don't really care about everyone else. They're fine right now. Get closer to Lily. She's still on the floor, but has since stopped crying. A few of her thoughts rushed through my mind. I could have stopped him. He could still be here. He could explain to me who I really am. I don't think he'd be able to tell you. What you were before doesn't really matter. You're here now. You've done many new things, met people and missions you care about. That's all fake now, isn't it? I mean, I didn't even know who my parents were. It's not fake. They're both truths about you. What you were before and what you are now. I know you won't suddenly change your mind because I tell you, but you should consider this. Humans are complicated. We have many colors depending on where we are, what we're doing. Your experiences shape your present, and even then, in the present, it's really hard to define us completely. I don't get myself, honestly. But what does it matter when that's the true you? You're not just one thing. I wonder what's gotten into me. Motivational speeches? Really? The moment must have changed me a bit as well. But it's ironic that it's me to be giving this speech. With the life I've been leading, the choices I've taken, I should be the last one to give any advice to anybody. But I want her to feel better. For how short we've known each other, I've grown accustomed to her presence. Thank you, Hiv. I don't know if I get it, but it's better food for thought than brooding over it. Thoughtless watches over her like a guardian. Lily goes away, and as she does, so does the Thoughtless. Maybe he sensed another victim? Are you not afraid of losing him? He's gonna look exactly like every other Thoughtless now. It's the life he's chosen for himself. If he doesn't want to be recognized, so be it. I've had enough. Now that the Thoughtless is gone, I see something behind him. Almost like it was hiding it. It's a picture on the table in the back of the destroyed office. A man standing proudly with his wife and kid. Kid sucking on its own thumb while the mother watches protectively over her. The father tries to look strong and tough, but even in his eyes is the sweetness of a parent. He looks at her. Somehow, even there, it seems like he's looking elsewhere, thinking about something else. He's somewhere else now. I guess I'm just a normal person now. I've had a past. One that's hurt me like everybody else.
She holds the picture, takes it out of the frame, and then rotates it. There's a date, and above the date a name, the Harper family, and finally a name as well. Puts the picture back in the frame, and the frame back on the table. Just like that, she lets it go. Come on, Hif, we have to fix this thing.
I see. After wandering for a bit, we reunite in front of Faust. The situation's the following. I mean, turn this energy plant on at this very instant. But I don't know if it's safe to do so yet. As we all know, there's plenty of armed people around the facility right now. Turning it on would bring all their attention to this room, which is otherwise pretty safe for how far it is from everything everywhere else. Do we have an escape route planned out? Exactly.
The way we came in from is not an option, is it?
The riders probably reached there, yes, and it wouldn't be wise to go towards them. What we can do is leverage what we know about the place thanks to what we found in this room. So we'll find a map inside one of the drawers. It's not very easy to understand, but not much further in, there's a pretty hidden entrance to a possible escape route. It goes the exact complete opposite to the main entrance, and it's very difficult to reach otherwise.
Only problem is,
it's the sewers, isn't it? How many languages do you use, Mr. Faust? Earlier you used the Spanish, and now you use the French. I think you just like saying words.
Why is it always the sewers? If stop it. You can bear a bit of foul smell, right? Better than being dead, I think.
At least you're staying there completely back to your normal self, or so it seems. If I have to. Alright, everyone fine with that? I didn't say I am. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Power on. Hiffer's exploring Way's world. Absolutist 4. Wants to see a change in the world. Isolationist 4. Okay. This was the end of the demo for Thoughtless. Oh my gosh. Bro, that's such a long demo. You can't, like, get me that into it and then just stop. Bro. Oh my gosh. Thank you for having me. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to look at the other routes, but I don't know. In demos, it's kind of hard because it's like you want to look at the other routes, but then it's like when you get to the main game, you're having to replay through all the stuff you already did. I don't know. If you guys like this, let me know. We can definitely do this when it comes out. I think this game's set to come out in August. This was a really cool story. I love the idea of this like post-apocalyptic world where it's just like there's not the dangerous people, and people just don't like dealing with the fact that they have to hear everything from everybody else, like their thoughts, and have to deal with their own thoughts and people reacting to them. I think it says a lot about the world we live in that's like the natural conclusion of, hey, I don't know what to do when other people can read my thoughts, so I'm going to seclude away. I don't know if it's safe around other people, so I'm going to shoot first, ask questions never. You know, I think it's a really crazy apocalypse, and the fact that the rich people are like, we're just going to go in a bunker and we're going to let people chaos themselves to death is crazy.
The main character definitely does a good representation of like depressed guy on the internet all the time. Like, I don't want to say incel. I wouldn't say it's that far, but he definitely is depressed, and he definitely is not a perfect person. Definitely has some personal issues, right? And definitely has some problems. But it's kind of neat to see them having to grow. Like, they went from this person that was like never leave their room, not really much of anything, just on the internet all day, to okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna make decisions, I'm gonna try and do the right thing, I'm gonna try and do this. And I am curious if you had picked some of the other routes, how his mindset would have changed throughout the game. I think Lily's a really interesting character. I think it's nice to have, how do I put it? A character that wants the world to be better, than it is. I think it's interesting, the way she looks at that Caesar guy, because it feels a little weird that he just sent her out like that, no, anything. Well, he sent her out with like a bunch of survival stuff, so it's not like he didn't care, just, I don't know. Just seems... There's a weird relationship there. She seems a little like, oh, and he's just like, But we only got to see a little bit of that. And then the way they did the ex-girlfriend, Laura, was very interesting as well, where it's like, she saw his true thoughts, and he's having to pay the price for them. And to me, that's just like, that's depression talking. Like I said it when we were there, but like that's the thoughts of a depressed person, like nihilistic, like has no understanding to meaning in the world. Like that's your like, she's like saying he has no soul, and it's like, yeah, that's what depression kind of does to you. It steals it. Like he's clearly like, that guy needs some help. He needs to find meaning, right? And I think it's unfortunate that that's the way that played out, because I think if they'd been given more time, or if she just gave him another shot, I could see a world where he could get that from her now that more has happened and he's had more, for lack of a better term, he's had life punch him in the face more, right? I think having that, sometimes you need to get hurt a little bit to grow. And I think that's what's kind of happening to our main character. We see that. And I'm not saying she has to be the one to fix him or anything like that, or even that she should, but I could see that being a route that could happen, where it's like she could, if she could see what the way he's thinking now after all these changes, it could be different. Or him just going a completely different route and finding somebody else and being happy with them. There were a couple times where, I don't know the age of our main character when I say this, but there were a couple times early on where he was kind of weird to Lily. Like I said it pretty early on, like he was going after his girlfriend. The first thing he does is like think about hitting on another girl. It's like, whoa, man, what's your priorities here, right? It sounds like you're not actually going for your girlfriend. You're just, I don't know what you're going for, but... Or if you are, it's not like in the right, I don't know. But later on you see a lot less of that. There was a little bit of it in the dream sequence, but not quite. I don't know. But I'm also like, my head works different than a lot of people, so maybe that's just a normal guy thought. I don't know. But I personally just didn't like that aspect of his personality, but it seems like growth was happening. And I'm very curious on if we were to look at the saves. Hope you stick around to see the full release of the game, writing and all that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to go past that quickly. Dang it. But history. Dang, my bad. What was I gonna say? But I would be curious if we went back to these choices, and if we made different ones, like if we hit the thought list where we chose anger, if we chose not to leave the house, or if we chose,
other choices I could very much see changing our character and how they would react to things. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever done Telltale games before, but like, there's a lot of choices in those games that are actually just reactionary choices based off of the choices that you've already made. Like, your character will automatically do this because that's the type of person you've made them through the choices you've given. It's only logically consistent for them to do that. That's I think that's a thing with people too, where it's like, after a certain point of acting a certain way or having yourself act a certain way, being a certain way, that's how you are until you choose to change that, or until something else makes you change that. So, you know, I think that's a lot of it. This game does a really crazy job of exploring just human emotions and aspects and interactions. This is really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this game going forward. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.